This is how you handle your kids who basically have panic attacks or who fall apart when they lose. They just can't handle it. They feel terrible about themselves. Their thoughts go down in the toilet, right? You do this. I give big talks to our athletes about this. Give yourself permission to have some losses. You have to give yourself permission. A baseball player, they allow themselves to strike out 65% of the time. And they're still worth millions of dollars, right? Now, they don't allow themselves to strike out 70% of the time, but 65% of the time, failure rate, they're okay with that. No, we really can't do that in our sport, but can you not allow yourself to lose a couple matches a year? A phrase is this: I don't expect to win every match for the rest of my life, but I plan on winning this next one, right? So that might be a good approach to take, right? Unless it's someone, maybe if I'm a first year or second or third year kid and I'm wrestling someone that's pinned me 9 times, okay, I don't expect to win every match the rest of my life. The next match I have is going to be tough, but what can I do? It's start closing the gap philosophy. There's videos here on that as well if you look at our YouTube channel. So now my goal is not to get turned and not to lose by more than 10 points. So when I accomplish that goal, I can count that sort of as a win. I can still wrap my mind around making a decision to win, that my win isn't getting my hand raised. My win is only losing by 10 points or less and not getting turned, right? So a lot of it's just how to turn it around so you have something to shoot for and a target to reach and to attain. And it takes the sting of losing out of it because I'm not even really expecting to win that certain match. I remember years ago, Ohio State, before they won, 2 years before they won the NCAA title, one of their assistant coaches was good friends with one of my former wrestlers who was a college coach. And Alex said, Nick, man, Ohio State's they think they're going to win it in 2 years. He goes, they're freaking loaded. I think that's about the time they got Kyle Schneider on the team or they're working on him. So here we go. A famous Division I college was planning on not winning the national title. They said, we're 2 years away. That means for the next 2 years, we're giving ourselves permission not to be national champs. They expected some losses, and they were going to be okay with that because they knew that their lineup would be together where they needed it. Once they got some age on these guys, maybe some red shirts came out, they pulled some guys into red shirt. I'm sure they had some big recruits that came through. They probably had to build up some big guys and put 20 pounds of muscle on some guys. I mean, it's a strategic thing, right? So if a famous college coach can give themselves permission not to win for a couple of years, now they didn't give themselves permission to lose everything, but they gave themselves permission not to be the champions. Boom, 2 years later, they're national champions. And how many Division I college coaches win national titles? Not many. So if they can do that, why can't you as a kid, or maybe even parents or coaches, give your athletes or teams or yourself permission to lose? So I say this, my elite kids, I'm like, give yourself permission to lose 2%, maybe 5% of your matches. And that's a stretch, right? We're trying to stretch here. Maybe if you're an up-and-comer, right, haven't qualified or placed in state yet, I give myself permission to lose 80-85% of my matches. Maybe when I'm on the young end, I give myself permission to lose more, old end less. I mean, I don't know. You can figure it out, right? If you're a freshman 106-pounder and you're a dynamo, you're going to give yourself permission to lose maybe a few matches because you think you can get top 4 in the state. But if you're a 190-pound freshman and a dynamo, well, guess what, stud? You got to wrestle 18 and 19-year-old men. Give yourself permission to lose more matches. It might be a struggle just to place in state. So this could change too. Then you might be you might be a 2-time national champion in high school. Then you go into college, you got to give yourself permission to lose some matches. So by giving yourself permission to lose some matches, it takes the sting off, and it's realistic. You're not going to win. Now, sure, you might say, oh, well, there's a year or two I went undefeated. Good. All right, good. Maybe those years you're like, I have a good chance of going undefeated this year. That's good. Sometimes you're going to be like the hot shot. Good. A lot of times you're not. The thing is this, you don't have to be undefeated to be the state or national champion. Most college national champions aren't undefeated. And maybe they didn't even give themselves permission to lose. Maybe they're so good that they're like, no, I'm ranked number 1 in the nation all year. I need to win all my matches. Or I'm ranked number 3. There's 2 guys I haven't beat yet, but they've been close matches. My goal is to beat them, right? So they're doubling down on getting all wins. But when a loss happens, they're like, okay, you know what? I mean, I'm wrestling a national champ here. They win matches, so I took a loss. That's okay. I have to win 5 matches at nationals to be the national champ. You wrestlers in the state, I got to win 4 state matches to win the state title, right? So I don't have to go undefeated this year. I just got to win those 4 matches, if that's my goal and I'm in a realistic position to do so. So there's good advice, I believe, for helping. So share that with your kids who struggle and stress out, because it's just good realistic advice. If you would like to hear more, you can check out our wrestling camps, our 28-day camp. We have seminar days, but all my camps we do, the summer camps, even the competition camps, we help the kids with the psychology side of wrestling. Our kids are winning at a very high level. Almost 1 in 4 of every high school state finals match last weekend in Missouri had a Purler wrestling kid in it. 24%. So there's 4 classes. What's that? 56 athletes. So we had a lot of athletes in the state finals, and 17 to be exact. So last year we had 43 state champs with all levels. Youth states coming up. A lot of the reasons our kids win is because they do have a good firm grip on the psychology side of wrestling, and it's something I like to do and help. So if you wanted to come see us, we'd love to have you. Our online academy will be up here within a day or so, and that might be a good resource also. Either way, you know where to find us, purlerwrestling.com. Share this with the kids in need, and hopefully can help them down this path. Good luck.